Bada bing bong. What up, Ian Steiner? Ian Steiner. How goes it, my dude? What's the... Who's the picture in your icon? In your avatar? What's up, Tyler? I am doing pretty good. Doing pretty good, man. How are you doing? How you enjoying your first couple weeks of school? New classes, new grade, maybe some new threads. Do people still say threads for clothes? Like, that one I'm not sure about. What up, Aditya? Which Aditya are you? I don't think I've ever had you in my class, have I? Aditya Rabula? Rabula? That doesn't sound familiar. The last name does not sound familiar to me. This year, okay. So you're new. So I haven't quite got everyone's names down. That's why. I apologize for that. Aditya. Oh, that's right, the poison tart frog. I remember now. I got it. Got it. Yeah, so I'm working my way up to memorizing everyone's names. I'm starting in it with my first period. And so 7th period is sort of, haven't quite got there yet. I haven't quite got there. I'll get there soon. I'll be there soon. Waiting for Overwatch to finish installing. What am I eating? My dinner, man. I got home late. And I always get home late, but when I stream, I don't have time to eat, so I gotta eat while I stream, and so it's my dinner. Mainly it's like a mix of stuff, you know. I got a little bit of asparagus in here, so I make this on Sunday. I do like a little meal prep action. So it's got like asparagus. It's got a little bit of broccoli. What else? Carrots. And it's got mushrooms. little pieces of steak for my protein. It's also got salmon for some more protein and healthy fats. It's my healthy meals. It's got all sorts of healthy stuff in it: mushrooms, broccoli, carrots, asparagus. Good to hear you're doing well, Tyler. Good to hear, man. Got some new shirts. Nice. I got some new shirts the other day, and I'm not a fan of them, actually. I ordered them on Groupon. So I was looking on Groupon just because once in a while, like maybe like once a month, I'll just look on there, see if there's any deals. And I ordered these shirts that were pretty cheap, and then now I know why they're cheap. They don't fit very well. What up, Ryan? How goes it? I don't think you would call this a salad, to be honest, because a salad would be, usually with a salad you have like some sort of leafy vegetable, leafy green, like spinach, lettuce. There's none of that in here. This is, I don't know what you would call this. I don't have a name for it. I just made it up. It's what I eat. I just call it meat and veggies. That's pretty much what it is. I put some seasoning on it. I sprinkle some garlic powder, a little bit of onion salt, a little bit of pepper. Give it a little flavor. Your sister left for Michigan. Cool. Off to college, I'm assuming. That's a good point, Tyler. Fruit salad has no leafy greens. Neither does potato salad or macaroni salad. Yeah, you're right. That's true. That is true. It doesn't have to have leafy greens to be considered a salad. I think you got some. I think you got some knowledge to gain, man. Potatoes are not a fruit. All right. wow, right into a game. Didn't even get a chance to
You can play your own game.
practice.
Play your own game. We're in the middle one.
Scurry Snack requested to join. I don't know who the hell that is.
They're probably trying to join this year though. Okay.
Man, I haven't played this game in forever, so I might
Run one. Leave on point.
be bad a lot. Look at my skills.
Yeah, you can talk. Dude, he went Genji chasing me around. Help. Fucking help. Oh, that is. Genji behind. Dude, oh my god. I'm so sorry. Is he one?
What do I main?
Dude.
There's a Ren behind you guys, behind you.
He has Jagger.
Probably May.
Yeah, he's half.
Yeah. I would say May is probably my easy.
Genji's half.
Oh, she can run
Half
so
of
fast.
him. Oh, lol.
Did they just... Wow, they C9.
Wait, they actually C9? Oh
Dude, this guy switched off from Widow and just hard focused her. Okay, let's go to a new one. Man, really easy playing main thing when no one plays.
So it looks like a lot has changed in this game. Since I played last, because I don't, there's some things I'm not recognizing. What up, Heckle? Why do you feel disgusted with mains? Mains. It's like, are mains good against Genjis? Oh wait, no, not May. I'm sorry, Diva. I got confused. I play Diva more than I do May. Sorry, I got really confused there.
Wait, Tej, did you get the Nano Cola skin yet?
And I know why I got confused because I have a student this year called May, and I was memorizing names today, and I was like, oh, May, Overwatch, and then
Same.
I got confused.
Nothing. You leave spawn and you get CC'd until you die.
Leave spawn. Stunned. Slept. Shattered. Booped.
Just like go back.
Literally just switch off, honestly.
why they put Hammond in, so you can get closer to the crowd control.
Alright, so what is this,
Pick your whichever is worse.
what is this little icons next to everyone's name now? Like the numbers? Like, how, you know, it says like 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, and I'm a 1 with no colors. What does
I
that
think he'll play GM this season.
mean?
Well, this next season.
Will if I carry him.
Okay,
Yeah, dude.
mm,
And dude,
shield.
I got Hanzo.
Jump.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Think you can keep up with me?
Yeah, as long as I don't lose like
Oh,
6
what
games.
is this Madu?
4 games actually. It's like
Diva?
you have to have like a above 50 win percentage to stay at the same rank.
I'm going to own all
let's
these.
see.
You can endorse people at the end of the. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Interesting.
I'm just gonna back up here.
Attackers incoming. Stop the kill.
It's been a long time since I
So
played.
bad at aiming, holy.
Yoki.
Kill the chaser behind you, I killed her. Oh god.
Time to raise my EPM.
Balls distorted.
I have. Kind of.
Oh, I just wasted that.
Oh man, I cannot hit that ahead. Where's the tracer? Oh, the ball?
Yeah, man. That was just
Tracy's behind you guys.
Yep. Found her, guys.
bringing back memories. I forgot how to play this game.
Feeling better?
Now they have a break, be careful.
Diva, re-engage.
No one can hide from my sight.
Hey, tracer in our flank. Oh, stop. That's the worst.
Alright.
Well, enjoy your Overwatch experience.
Cannot even click on her head, dude. I had sights and everything.
Well, I got it.
I just went right. Ridiculous. I cannot hit the big spear. How did Tracer get up there? Okay.
Wow.
Diva, re-engaging.
Hey, Reyna is alive, no. Oh my god!
Auto distorted.
Anna's one, Anna's one. I got her.
Zarya?
The dude. Oh, look, press
We're C9ing?
E. Yeah, What?
She didn't try recalling her dashing.
Lots of choices with good
I think
things.
she dashed straight into the wall.
Really?
Uh,
Dude, big plays.
There's a McCree behind us trying to find Nuke because he's
oh. Get him to the side, Mega or something.
So I
Okay.
just killed that.
Oh, the ball, he's gonna get
Tracer going behind me.
half.
Okay, she's dead.
Okay. Oh no, it's a bit.
McCree's going top. He's discorded. We can probably dive him. He hasn't used flash yet though. Nice.
Killed him.
Chase underneath, I'm pretty sure.
We're going top again. We're going under.
Why? Wow. Cheap.
Sorry.
McCree's half up top. You should be able to kill him. He's gonna try and hang here, probably. He's one, dude. Come on, Ana.
Oh my god. I recalled it. No
You know what's
health gain.
unfair? Getting grabbed and then getting my.
Why am I
That
stuck?
sounds fun.
Wow. Terrible aim. Forgot.
Suiting up.
I should use my ult.
It's the chase at the hamster.
Bad dude.
At the hamster animal.
I think he's McCree coming upstairs. Yeah, he is. No flash. Oh, I'm one.
Where?
Stairwell.
Oh my. He's bad. What the heck? Did he right click me?
No, I think he's just on stairs. All his skill is
How does this hard in the back?
Molly.
Nice.
He's alive.
Chaser is existing, so please
She's
let
half.
it not happen.
She got away.
Not yet. Oh my god, there's some McCree chasing me. And Hanzo, they have Hanzo now.
Ooh, that's easy to kill.
McCree's discorded up top.
Fall underneath.
Wait, they have a Hanzo now?
I'm behind him.
I'm back in the fight.
Ball up top. Chase it behind, I swear.
Haley just recalls it's my own bomb. Sleep, by the way.
I
Trace is up max. He's still behind us.
Oh yeah, I see her. These recalls. Ball coming in. No.
Nice.
Football. Oh, they have a Winston.
Yeah, he's
Ana's one up top.
What do you have?
Oh, I just cleared it. Yeah.
This one's nice shot, dude.
She walked right below.
Anna here. I'm whipping.
He's one. Nice.
60 seconds remaining.
Trace is trying to. She went up top.
Now I remember why this game. I was just not good at this game. That's what I ended up realizing.
Yeah, that was useless. Sorry, Pat. It does not matter at all. Oh, there's like 4 of them back.
Be careful with the Trace is trying to.
Sorry one. Mega. Want a ball?
Yeah, I think my sensitivity is pretty low. Too low.
I'm just gonna go in.
Soldier underneath.
That's what I'm realizing.
Okay.
Like I adjusted it for Counter Strike.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
And then it doesn't really work well for right now. I definitely have to change it.
Play of the game.
No, this is sad. Please don't run. No.
Literally cooking straight up.
this a little helpful. 4.
It's weird because there's only one person on the guy.
That might help. Alright. I forget what my push to talk button is. Is this... Oh, I had to reinstall the game. That makes sense. So everything is... All the settings are reset, probably.
Welcome to Oasis. Prepare your attack. Select your hero.
Hey, is this guy from the left? This is my other friend.
I play to win. A giant
probably
gorilla.
Left
Just
alt.
like in those old video games.
I get that a lot.
Okay, left alt. And then what's melee attack?
You wouldn't believe all the
Melee.
science that gets done here.
V.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Would you like sparkling?
Boosters engaged.
Sensitivity might be too high now.
Hiya.
Okay. Is Genji up here?
Time to raise my ATM.
Oh, right.
Bailing out.
Moira, kill Moira.
Still need you. You got one coming.
So you can cancel your boost with melee to do a quick burst of damage.
Dude.
I'm bad.
Oh,
I took
dude.
the pin.
Thank you. Here's the crown corner. I can't beat. Oh, dude. Damage increase. And a 1. Half. Oh, I just whipped so hard.
Tactical visor ready for deployment.
Weapons optimized. Hiya.
Monkey is just gonna get wrecked. Solo healing. Feels bad for him.
Hey, Wrecking Ball's more, interesting anyway.
Hi.
You know?
Hiya.
Enemy contact.
Okay, I'm going to step back.
Okay.
Ryan's 1. In front
Okay.
1.
Wow, this game is I forgot how rough this game can be.
I'm not a good
Oh,
Getting
yeah.
pocketed.
There's just a lot to do in this game. Like, a lot to know. Like not only about how to play the character itself, but also just the positioning on the map, how to work with your teammates, when to push, when not to push. It's, I forgot how complicated this is.
Oh,
Like, there's just a lot that I don't remember.
He was.
Diva re-engaging.
I can go high ground and ult. Can you boop the Rhine around, please?
Yeah, I'll try.
They're actually all just gonna hide on the opposite side of both sides, which is really helpful. But it's pain right now. They called me.
That cancels my melee.
One shields now. Oh.
Oh my god, I lagged so much.
Dude, we got.
Yeah.
Oh my god, still lagging.
You know what I actually remember? I liked Soldier 76 because he was a simpler guy.
Literally can't see more than like 3 frames per second right
I
now.
think I'm gonna play him next time.
No, like network wise, yeah.
It was top.
Tactical visor ready for deployment.
And a half.
My ultimate is ready. Let's
Wait on
go.
spawn, wait on spawn. Shield is like half. Careful. Ooh, that was nice. Fire one. Monkey. He's gonna shatter me. Oh, dude. There's a lot of them. Okay, one. That shit is so
Oh,
Ripperino.
Dude, they're calling out stuff. Spin through it. Okay, it's lighting.
Oh, you're welcome for that.
Minefield deployed.
I'm back in the fight.
all right, guys. Oh, hold on.
You should be a peak performance level.
Try Doomfist.
They're not. They can't hear me. I don't have the mic on.
We don't need this quickly, dude. I mean, like,
I want to improve your Overwatch experience.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get those juicy skins for Eva, dude.
Oh, one.
Capture objective.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
nah.
Can't hear you.
Sounds like you're not talking in chat.
Oh, I screwed up. Oh, bye. Oh, I got one.
Oh my god.
Dang, son.
Nice.
Okay, I just kind of. Okay. Hey, Ryan half. Hey, nice.
다시 한 판 해보자고.
Okay.
Okay, half right side point.
I'll have to figure that out later.
Assuming our tracer hit something.
Oh no.
I see
Getting a
people like.
large pocket from Moira. Kinda sucks.
Oh yeah.
Look your left. Point. Left.
No one can hide.
Okay. I just play Doomfist.
Ugh.
Bailing out. The objective is mine.
Ball main. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just.
Now that's teamwork.
Oh, I got Widow.
All over it. All systems checked out. Routing power to forward shield.
I don't know what those do actually.
Oh, well.
break.
Time to raise my EPS.
Paige, where's the carry, dude?
Yeah, I died like 3 times as fast as Jack does.
Valkyrie is ready.
I actually did not hit her there.
What? I feel like I wasn't doing any
Arena,
damage there.
please.
Now show them.
He just flashed.
What's up, Nanika? Am I free tomorrow during lunch?
Oh my god, I literally can't hit him.
I'm doing.
Probably towards the end. I have a little meeting with a
They have their own
potential club in the beginning, but at the end of lunch I should be free.
Heal. Oh no.
I didn't want to punch him.
Oh, heal me, keep me up. Oh shit. Nice.
Go inside. Oh my god, this hero. Oh, Ryan's so low.
Thanks.
Oh no, McCree found me. Oh, dude, I'm so low.
Oh no! Oh my god, you saved me.
Okay.
Oh, I just saw some action like multiple times again.
Play of the game.
Yeah, so stop by like at the end of lunch, Nanika. We'll have a chat. By the way, just needed to make sure that I didn't
There.
spoil your brother's birthday present, because I might have actually accidentally told him about what you told me about the bike for his birthday.
Welcome to Blizzard World. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
So I gotta figure out what my what is it using for my mic?
Yeah, I'll just nano boost you.
Cool, easy win.
What is Nano Cola? Like, it's just a name, right? And like, apparently branding from the sprays and skin and stuff.
Attack commences in 30 seconds. We need to learn to relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commence.
Input device microphone. No. Comms device. Playback device is fine.
Well, that was really close.
Trying to heal you, but there's also like a bastion. I just wasted my nade. Can't heal you through that.
Can you guys hear me now? Hello?
Slapped. That's a word, yep. Ball 1. Widow's left. Low.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
I play to win.
Can you use your
My
nade
ultimate
on
is
that?
charging.
I can't reach. I slapped the ball again.
Alright. Oh, he was? Okay, good. I think I covered my tracks pretty decently.
Time to raise my APM.
Oh, they literally just got me.
But
Fading out.
I don't know.
There's only 2 of them up there. We should just be done.
Yeah, but I think on the right. I think coordinator guys though. Just go up the right stairs. And hold your defense matrix on
다시 한판 해보자고. Boosters engaged.
Watch out for the wall hacks. Oh no. She's right somewhere, she's right.
The Widow's not very good though. Just like,
Oh wow, she just jump shot me.
really? She hasn't been able to hit any of those shots before.
Still out one. Oh, you can jump us off. Oh, dude.
Routing power.
All 2? Okay. Oh. Purple, wall.
Holy shit, they're still going after me.
Widow on me. Kind of low.
No one can hide. Ejecting.
Oh, what was that?
다시 한판 해보자고. Group up with me. My ultimate is ready. Group up with me. No. Hey. Get with this.
Rally in here, there's Hog. You need healing, but you're also purple color. Just jump cut, half. Here, one. Hog anti-healed, I think.
That's the most big healer.
Don't lurch. Ouch. Jump. Hey.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Payload's under fire.
Reload, reload.
Jump.
No.
I think I'm rescuing you.
Name.
This takes a little under. Defense matrix activated.
Oh, you got E this time. Where,
Counter this.
oh, everyone died. Hog. Widow, third. Oh no. Okay.
Cart.
Get out here. Those hogs. Come here, dude. Actually, the whole team. Oh no, no!
No, what?
Why are you feeding Tage?
She was one, dude. Why would you touch her?
I didn't touch her.
Someone threw a nade on her.
Oh, yeah, I kind of assumed that you were going to attack her. I did touch her and I'm sure you back to sleep. Okay, Bastion's low. I have it again, by the way. You're purple. That's the wall.
That is indeed a wall.
Dang me. Okay.
In this game, they had design tokens.
I think I'm gonna stop playing this game after this round just because I don't know. I don't feel like it right now. Forgot how like intense it is, focus wise.
I missed, sorry. Fine.
Whatever, we still got him.
Is this on mana? I don't think it is.
冻住，不许走！
Oh, fuck.
Where's this weapon? Bastion's failing, bro. Oh my god. Somebody shot at me.
I meant to hit my ult there and I didn't quite hit it in time. They're gonna get ult.
Dude, I'm dead. I'm also missing shots. Help her diva, help her diva. Anna's 1/3.
May's to the left. We can.
Reloading. I'll just leave. 3, 2.
May's still here. May's still
Okay,
here, dude.
Oh, May just killed us, dude. More purple, making a jump.
May's still there. You guys really need to kill her. Otherwise she's just gonna keep getting.
Reload. Still there? Don't die.
Oh my god. It's-
What is this? I won.
Oh my god, finally! Finally!
Wow, that's nasty.
Oh my god, so much lag.
Are you like 199 health? Hugs one.
Okay, wait up, I'm trying back.
Yeah, there's a May alive again? I don't know how that happened. Oh, that's kind of all that. Where's on the left? Where's half?
Oh my god, I'm so.
I think our diva is just right more. I'll just right now. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's all they keep doing. That's it.
Oh, sleep. Okay, I'm dead. There's poison so small. Right. It doesn't have a charge. Oh, the mace knife is that fun. Dude!
The payload is stopped.
Jamaica! Hey, Bastion right. I'm dead.
The battle drawn to its conclusion.
headshot me. Kill this Moira. Nice. Make it. Anna is fine. Okay, good job. Bastion was jumping around, he got 5 headshots in a row.
Alright.
Play of the game.
Okay, bye.
Okay. The game's fun. It's just I have to set it up so it's a little bit better. That's all. Okay. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is just play a little bit of Hearthstone.
Come on in. Spend an evening by the fire. Wanted. Highly energetic, morally flexible researchers to engage in air quote science. You in or what?
Puzzles? Let's see. Find individual creatures that are so pretty dead tonight, huh? Interesting. Interesting. I guess it's still early in the year.
The light shall bring victory.
Let the hunt begin.
Pedro.
In the light's name.
I wonder.
Start of your turn, restore 3 health to a damaged friendly character.
I wonder.
Okay. Well,
I moves quickly. wonder.
Winter is here. We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Job's done.
I'll let the dogs out.
So does this thing act every time? Just gotta get rid of that thing.
Push forward. Winter is here.
Don't mess with Tusker.
So the first time this minion takes damage, ignore it. Okay.
I wonder. I move quickly.
Push forward.
I think that was the move, unless I missed something.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
Suck steel, swine.
So the game is going pretty well for me.
I must consider.
For the whole.
Keeps resetting my rank to 25. I've gotten higher than that before. Yeah, I can never get beyond it because it keeps resetting it. It's kind of annoying. Each season. Yeah, I still put the brace on my finger every once in a while, just to keep it straight, especially at night. I don't know how long I have to do it for though. I just do it because I know that it gets it starts to get cramped up on me, especially if I'm using it like during jiu-jitsu or something. It'll start to like get a little messed up, so I just put it on, just precautionary. Doesn't hurt or anything, but it's nice just to keep it straight. What up, Arjun? Been a while, man. How are you? How's your year started off? Hopefully your classes are going good. What is this? This is terrible draws. Terrible.
Job done.
Just terrible. Arjun, are you a senior this year? You're a sophomore. Wait. Maybe I'm confusing you with the different Arjun. Nice. Glad to hear that.
Wow.
So far, my year's good. It's been good, man. It's a little different because I teach a lot of AP classes this year, more than normal. But I like it. I have a student teacher named Mr. Penev who's observing me teach 5th and 6th period apes. He does jiu-jitsu, so we did some jiu-jitsu together last weekend on Saturday. We're gonna play some ping pong together too. It's a cool guy, and so that's gonna be a little nice twist. So my random beast companion.
To my side. Job done.
Let's see, what else so far this year? Yeah, everything's going pretty good, man. Thanks for asking. You got some good teachers, huh? What teachers you? What science class are you taking? You're taking chem? think I'm making the right decision by saving those. I'm not sure. What's this guy doing? He's like saving up all his cards. Wow. I'm not sure what this guy's up to.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
Slow playing some sort of situation. What is this guy up to?
You have been.
Okay. You didn't play like any of your cards, bro. What's that about? What was that about?
Rexxar versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, let the hunt begin.
Dire Maul. I like the Dire Maul.
The calm before the storm.
To my side.
G-Rocks. What up? G-Rocks. Okay, Garav Malyak. Howdy, man. Thanks for checking in, dude. Slow night. Slow night on the old stream, must say. One of my slowest nights in a while. And that's okay. Ironfur Grizzly has taunt already. So the question is, better drop this here. Go down. Actually, that was, yeah. And then probably take out that totem. Just done. Taking apes. How many? How long have you guys been in? How long has class been in session for you guys? That's awesome that you're taking apes, man.
That didn't go as
Only 4 people. Only 4 people. What? How is that possible? Your class is 4? 3 damage to a minion. Wait, hold on. That's 3 and 2. Okay, that's fine. Drop. All friendly minions. Okay. So.
Quickly.
So you've been in class for 2 weeks. You only have 4 people in your apes class, and a bunch of them dropped out. Question. Why are people dropping out of apes? Do you know? I'm curious, because at you know, at the high school I teach at, I mean, apes is just jam-packed. We have 4 classes worth, and each class is packed. I think I got like 100, almost 150 students, 150 ape students. Off the charts. So I'm curious, like, why people would drop out. Is it like they get intimidated by the material, the teacher?
I wonder.
Oh, they're given the wrong electives? So it's just like a poor schedule. It was a scheduling issue. Whenever you cast a spell, draw a card.
I wonder. I move quickly.
I got the best deals anywhere.
That's unfortunate. So your apes teacher, like,
How long can
what does your apes teacher say about that? Now that he or she is just sitting there with 4 students in their class. I mean, that's awesome in a way. Like, if I had one class with 4 students, I'd be like, all right, now we can do a lot of different stuff because it's just 4 of us. So let's do everything. Let's go. You know, the reason I can't do a lot of cool things that I would like to do is because I have, 35 students in each class, and it just becomes logistically like impossible. But if I had 4 students, but I can understand that she'd be disappointed. Yeah, because it's like, I don't know, it's kind of a bummer. Deal 3 damage to an enemy, summon a wolf.
Quickly.
mess with Tusker.
Time to pay!
Yeah, she's kind of disappointed. I guess I would be disappointed too if I was a teacher who was looking forward to having students take a class that I was interested in and then a bunch of them had to drop because of scheduling. Yeah. But if she looks at the bright side,
I wonder.
she should use the class to experiment and like try really different things because she only has 4 students. Like, do some field trips. Way easier to do a field trip. Just go out into like, I would just go on like hikes and stuff because it's way, you wouldn't need a chaperone because you just have one teacher to 4 students is the ratio is good. Like if I wanted to take my students on a hike, I have 150 students. I have to have at least, I think the ratio is at least 1 teacher for every 15 students when you're on a field trip. So I'd say like, you know what I mean? Like I'd say that she should look at that as like an opportunity. What up, Nabjeef? Let's see. Death Rattle, deal 2 damage to minions.
To my side.
Dude, I have way too many cards on my deck.
I have too many minions.
Alright. So, I just need to get rid of... I just need to kill some of these things.
I moves quickly.
My summer was good, dude. It was pretty good. I had a pretty good summer. Yeah, I didn't stream as much in the summer. You know, and it's harder for me to stream in the summer just because my schedule is more, you know, uncontrolled, a little more variable. And I was traveling. I spent about 3 weeks visiting my family all over the U.S. Went to one of my sisters in the Bronx in New York. Then I went and visited my parents who were moving to Vermont in the Northeast, and my other sister in Seattle. Yeah. So a lot of different things. And so I streamed maybe about once or twice a month on average, so I just didn't get it. It wasn't like my normal schedule.
There is little time.
How was yours? How was your summer? Yeah. Going hard on that.
Onward, friends, to adventure!
Oh, oops! I forgot. I couldn't. I don't have enough space for all this stuff. Yipsy.
Suck steel, swine. Dark spirits twist the trees, foul the language,
Nice.
and curse this land.
Nice, nice, nice.
Well played.
How hard will the apes quiz be? No, geez, good question. If you do the Miller reading and questions, you should look. Not that probably not quite. I mean, because it's on more than just the chapter 1 in the book. It's also on. It's also on the overfishing PowerPoint, the case study we did on Easter Island, Storia stuff. So you definitely should review all that stuff and know about that too. So I would like do the reading in the textbook, answer the questions, make sure you understand what the material there. And then as far as the other stuff that we did in class, I would go over it real quick and just make sure you kind of understand the basics of it.
Quickly.
Yeah, so I'd say for Najee, definitely review the few different things that we did. And on Friday we'll go over some of it, like the chapter and we'll definitely go over the chapter on Friday, and we'll go over the story stuff, product life cycle thing. But we won't really be reviewing the overfishing or the Easter Island case study in class. I would say overall it's not crazy difficult. There are tests later in the year that are much harder than this one. But again, this is just the first 2 weeks, so it's sort of like an intro quiz.
Decide.
So many cards to his hand.
That didn't go as I am science. I am
So Gaurav, you went to India and spent 6 weeks volunteering at a Nibara nature park. That's awesome, man. What kind of stuff were you doing at your nature park? Dang. Clear the board.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Like volunteering at, like, insofar as like maintaining the nature park, or like like being like helping visitors or what? That's kind of cool. That relates to your apes class then.
This jungle has many secrets.
Shuffle a sealed Ungoro pack to your deck. Huh? What the heck? Well, I'm kind of out of luck here. I'm out of cards, and he's got a ton. So.
Unwise.
Okay, pulled weeds, mulch trails, yeah. That's pretty standard stuff that you do. My mom volunteers at nature parks and like doing that kind of stuff a lot. So she does a lot of like pulling of invasive species, like invasive plants, maintaining trails, all that kind of stuff. That's cool, man. That's really awesome. I'd like to hear that. You learned a lot about California native plants too. Nice.
I must decide.
Yeah. What did you note? What did you see about Santa Clara County parks that made you think they're inefficient with funding?
The frost wolves stand ready. Well played.
Thank you.
Yeah, this guy played pretty well. He had like some major like game-changing moments where he just like wiped the whole board.
Warriors of the frozen waste.
Wow, how does he have so many good cards? He's rank. He's only at rank 25.
The stars align.
I don't know. Sometimes.
The calm before the storm.
Close. I think I'm gonna play. What time is it? I think I'm gonna play one more game and then I'm gonna probably call it a night. The lead gets 800,000 a year. What? That's insane. That's a lot. Like that's their salary, 800,000 a year. The head of the Santa Clara County Parks, correct?
Begin.
Or I mean, like that's their funding. Like they get 800,000 a year in funding. Because I don't think that they would make that much money a year. That seems absurdly high.
Job's done.
What got me into environment and bio? Good question. Actually, I was never 100% into environmental science until I started teaching it. Biology was just something I always really liked and thought was really interesting because I like science. It's kind of like how things work, like discovering how like life works was really fascinating to me. Like learning about how, like especially like evolution, like that theory of evolution was really, really interesting to me just because of how cool and how much it explained all that we see around us as far as living organisms. I also thought that I was also pretty decent at it. Like I had kind of a natural knack for it, so that didn't help, or that helped rather. But yeah, I always was like really interested in science, and so that's what I got into. But it wasn't never specifically about like environmental science. It was more about evolution, or you know, the human body, like health, nutrition, psychology, all these kinds of things. And then I started teaching environmental science last year, and I started getting into it. So I would say my knowledge of environmental science is actually much less than other things that I know about in science. And so part of me learning how to teach this is also me learning the material. And it's kind of taken me a while. But I think I'm getting the hang of it slowly but surely.
Join me. Join me.
What school do you go to again, Bob? I forget.
Someone call for it.
Ready to ride.
Okay, this is getting out of control here, this board.
I wonder.
But this is going to do something good here, because this is deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. So dead, dead, dead. I attack here, dead. They're all dead except that blade. Okay. So that's fine. That is fine.
I wonder.
The Legend Fortract. I haven't seen him this year. I have not seen him. I hope I'm hoping he stops by and visits me, because he's a senior this year. Or no, he's a junior. Because he was a sophomore in my apes class last year, which is rare because you can't take it as a sophomore. But yeah, you're independent. Okay. Basis independent. Is that different than independence? That's different. Basis independent. I haven't heard of that one. Basis independent SV. Oh, it's a private school, so that explains why they can have an apes class with only 4 students. Because if it was a public school, like where I teach, you can't. They would close the class would close. They don't have enough money to support a class with only 4 students.
Quickly.
Uh-oh.
know, take candle.
I'm gonna lose. I am gonna lose. How do I have so little health already? What happened? Did I?
You know, take candle.
Najee, nope. Nope. MV was my first job and my only teaching job. I student taught in a place called Nipomo High School, which is near San Luis Obispo, where I went to college. I student taught there for a year. But as far as like professionally actually having a legit paying teaching job, Monte Vista was my first and my only.
Quickly.
Dang it, I didn't realize he was going to get something that could attack right away. I don't know how my health. I lost so much health so quick. I didn't even see how that happened. All of a sudden, I was down to like 4 health, and I didn't even know what happened. So Navjeet, how did I end up at MV? Basically, I was applying for jobs after I finished my student teaching at a college. I applied to like maybe 4 or 5 different schools, just looking, hoping to find one. I had an interview at a school in San Benito, which is near Hollister. It's kind of the middle of nowhere. And they called me back and they're like, yeah, we really like you. We want you to come in for a second interview. And I had also applied at Monte Vista. And I had done a phone interview with Monte Vista. So over the phone, and it was like a conference call, phone call. It was like an hour interview over the phone, and apparently I did really, really well in that interview. Like one of the assistant principals that was interviewing me was like, that was the best phone interview I've ever had. I was like, oh, okay. And then they called me. They're like, all right, so really good phone interview. We want you to come and have an in-person interview. And luckily for me, the in-person interview at Monte Vista was scheduled 3 days before the second follow-up interview at the San Benito High School. And so I did the Monte Vista interview first, and they said, okay, we want you to work here. And I was like, okay. And so I didn't do the second interview with the other place because the other place was in the middle of nowhere. I didn't really like it. But had it been the other way around, I would have been in a situation where I might have had to take the other one just because I needed a job. So it worked out. I got kind of lucky in the order of things, to be honest. But yeah, and I'd always wanted to live in the Bay Area. I grew up in Vermont, moved down to Southern California, went to college in Central California in San Luis Obispo. And so I was like, you know, I could try NorCal, the Bay Area, close to San Francisco. And I did it. I did it.
Begin.
And the rest is history. I've been at Monte Vista ever since. My 8th year. Which is insane. Time flies by. Colin, what up, dude? Yeah, thanks for the Warlord. I should have played the Warlord and then the Buzzard Houndmaster. Yeah. So Najee, there's a website called EdJoin, EDJOIN, that has that all educational jobs are posted on. It's like all teaching jobs, all guidance counselor jobs, school psychologists, assistant principals, principals, custodians, coaches, all the stuff are posted on there. So yeah, you just look on the website and luckily I saw life science teacher Monte Vista full-time needed, and I applied. Just sort of like, it's the website's pretty easy. You click on the posting and you upload your like resume, your letter of introduction, your three recommendation letters. Yeah, so resume, letter of introduction, 3 recommendation letters, and sometimes they bring you up for like a portfolio of lesson plans, and or if you don't upload it, you bring it with you to the interview, so people can take a look at your lesson plans that you've done, that you've created, and things like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Quickly. Ready to ride. To my side.
Oops, I forgot I was going to stop playing after this game. Oh well, this will be my last game. Am I friends with any of the non-science teachers at MV? Yes, I am. I would say I'm good friends with Mr. Hoffman. Mr. Hoffman and Mr. Hajarin and I hang out relatively frequently. I've hung out with Mr. Victorine before. I've hung out with some of the assistant principals. Mr. Martinez and I have become close friends because he does jiu-jitsu, so we've trained together and we've hung out. I've hung out at his house a little bit.
What now?
Those are probably the main ones. I'm more of acquaintances with the other teachers, the other non-science teachers.
The dog's out.
Mr. Hoffman's your guy. Nice. I'll have to ask him about you next time I see him. He's writing a rec letter. That's awesome. Yeah, Mr. Hoffman's a great guy. Super chill. Down to earth, reasonable. Level-headed. Deal 3 damage to 2 random. I think I might use this.
The gates are open.
I wonder.
Here there is no light.
Oh shoot, I didn't know. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, I messed up. I thought I could attack with this thing on this turn, and I messed it up. I did something really stupid. Is that just for one turn? Is the Hunter's Mark for just one turn? Will this health go back to 5, or is it? No, that's forever. So I can do that next turn. But now I see the problem is I can't attack with this guy. That's really frustrating. They blew that big time.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
What was my reaction after that Reddit post of you blew up? I don't know. My reaction was kind of like pretty surprised actually. It was interesting because that was actually, when was that? That was over a year ago now. That was like a year and a half ago, huh? My reaction was kind of, I was a little bit like shocked because I wasn't, didn't really make sense to me because I had no intention of, like, I guess I didn't realize how much people would find a teacher playing video games like noteworthy or interesting. So it kind of blew my mind, actually. I was like, wait a minute, it doesn't make any sense. I'm just playing a video game. And then I started the video lecture. But people were like, oh my god, teacher playing video games. So it was actually kind of cool. It was cool. It was fun. It was fun times. Charge. Shoot, now I'm all confused what I'm going to do.
What you want?
But it was also kind of awkward just because of all the comments that existed on the video and on the Reddit post. I was like, I just, there's too many comments. I don't know. Sometimes I was like, I can't really look at all these comments because it just didn't feel right. Like, I was like, I can't. Some of the comments, like, you don't want to let go to your head, that kind of thing. So I had to deal with that a little bit. And I think I dealt with it decently. You know? But I don't know, maybe I didn't. Maybe I let it inflate my ego too much. Okay. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Yeah. Yeah, there were some definitely, I don't know if you would say inappropriate comments. I mean, there definitely were some comments that were definitely inappropriate, but a lot of them were just sort of, I don't know. You know, it's the internet, right? So it's just random people, strangers. So you have to kind of realize that like it's just people out there commenting on, and they don't know anything about the context of it at all. And a lot of people actually thought that I was like accidentally playing video games, and I accidentally got caught streaming or got caught playing, when in reality it was just sort of a little goof, a little goof at the beginning of a video lecture, just to sort of have a little fun with it. And so it was funny to see people talking about how he got caught playing video games. It's like, nah, that's not the case. But overall, it was interesting times. Interesting times. Yeah. So I think that's it for me tonight, guys. I'm gonna head out, get some sleep. I will catch you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of your night. Don't stay up too late. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And I will see you on the flip side. Good night.